Hello, ScatterBrains. Hi. Thank you for coming back to another episode of Brilliancy, and today it's a celebration. This feels so fake. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not gonna be on here screaming in this video. That's not who I am. I was like, it's a celebration, but like that ain't me to be like, whoop, whoop. That's not really who I am right now, especially the way it looks outside right now. It's really gloomy. And so I'm back with my tape glasses to celebrate 10K ScatterBrains. It's probably really more like 2,000 ScatterBrains, because I mean, you know, if I go to my analytics and look and see who's really watching, I mean, the majority of the ScatterBrains are not watching. So this is really just a vanity video to say I made 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I felt like, why not take this opportunity to reintroduce myself to all of the new ScatterBrains who have joined our wonderful community. So I'm just gonna make this quick video about so last video I was scratching my nose a lot, and I was thinking to myself, I don't want anybody to think I do drugs. My mustache is so unruly. It is so unruly. I have hair that are just constantly like this, just up. And last video I had a hair that kept tickling my nose. And so if you see me doing this a lot, it's because I just can't get my mustache to do what I want it to do. I can't. It really gets on my nerves. Back to 10K subscribers. Thank y'all so much for all the support that you've shown me and my channel throughout time. And I just felt like maybe this is a good opportunity to reintroduce myself to our new ScatterBrains. The name ScatterBrains came from Facebook years ago when I started. Well, I started my YouTube channel in 2008. So maybe I should insert a clip like here. But I started it in 2008, just bored on my laptop in my dorm room. I went to Winston-Salem State University. I was in Gleason. I'm pretty sure that dorm still exists. I was a sophomore in, was I a sophomore? Yeah, I was a sophomore in 2008, staying in Gleason. And I was like, well, let me just record a couple videos and post it on this YouTube thing. YouTube was pretty new at that time. And so 2008, 18 is 10, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh wow, 15 years. It took me 15 years to get 10,000 subscribers. That's all right. So I've been on YouTube for 15 years-ish. But that's really how it started. Like I said, YouTube wasn't a thing where people were like, well, I'm gonna make money from YouTube. This is gonna be my career. And you know, I kind of think that had I been more consistent with this over time, I definitely could have turned this into a career. But I didn't. I just continued to try to be a teacher, and we see how that went, right? But I found some questions, because I was gonna be like, oh, you know, put y'all's questions down on the thing and let me know what y'all want me to answer. And when I do that, y'all rarely ever answer those kinds of polling type things. So I wasn't even gonna waste my or your time asking y'all questions that y'all want to know. So I'm just gonna read some random questions and answer those. Self-introduction is the first question. Name, age, job, etc. So my name is Travis. It is so nice to meet you. I am 35. I don't think I ever really have said my age like that on here, but I am 35. I'll be 36 later on this year. My job was, obviously, I was a teacher for 13 years, and I finally left. And now I am pursuing being a full-time entrepreneur as a freelance illustrator. And we can just talk about that for a second. These streets are hard. These streets are hard. Yeah, this is difficult. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to act like, oh, I quit being a teacher and it's all just magical. It's not. This is difficult. You know, just being fully transparent. I think that's one reason why a lot of people like to watch my videos, is I just kind of keep it real. And this entrepreneur life is, if I wasn't afraid, not afraid is not the right word. Afraid. If I wasn't afraid of going to hell, I probably would start an OnlyFans at this point. That's how struggleish it's getting. It's really getting to the point like, did you make a mistake in quitting? You know, I trust God. These are all jokes. I still trust God. I believe he told me that it was okay. And I think this is just all a test that I'm going through because my bank account is like dry. Somebody passed me a lozenge. But it's been difficult, and I wouldn't say it's my fault. I'm a planner. I plan. I plan. You know, and it may be being a teacher, you know, having to plan lessons, but I plan. I have a family. You know what I mean? Something else about myself for those who are just learning. I am married. Peep the ring. And the tattoo, it's out of focus. Is it? It's a tattoo. It's the only tattoo I have. And it is a T, and it is me and my wife's wedding date in Roman numerals. But I have a family, and I have 2 children. One is 5, one is 3. My daughter's name is Tegan. She's 5. My son is Carter. His name is Carter, and he is 3. And I knew when I wanted to leave teaching that I couldn't just leave. I had to have some kind of backup plan. And I felt like illustrating was going to be my backup plan, but I made sure that I crossed every T and I dotted every I regarding insurance, regarding how, you know, what I was going to do for money and all. I went through every scenario possible about, okay, this doesn't work, I'll do this. And none of that has worked out. None of it. And I might already said this in the video, but this is for all the people who are new. The things that I planned and the things that I put in place to work out for me when I left teaching, they have just not panned out the way I wanted to. You know what I mean? And it's really, really unfortunate because it's really had me questioning myself, questioning my decision, you know, just trying to figure out, did I do the wrong thing? Have I just kind of messed things up for my family? Have I put my family in a place that they should not be in because we were comfortable? We were beyond comfortable when I was a teacher. But now it's kind of like, I'm starting to second guess a lot of stuff, you know, just being perfectly honest. But I was a teacher for all those years, and now I'm just trying to see what being an entrepreneur is like. You know, if worse comes to worse in August, I'll just go back to teaching. I don't want to, but that's what I would do to make sure that my family has what they need. But, you know, only time will tell. I have faith and trust in God that the drought will soon be over. All right. But yeah, I started in 2008 and really wasn't talking about much. I've kind of talked about a little bit of everything, life experiences. I talked about when I was the other man only one time. Not been 2 times. But the one time I think I talked about on YouTube being the other man. I talked about my experiences seeing a stripper for the first time. And I was like, this is our first time to experience it. Being 20 something years old, our first time experiencing exotic dancers. So it's kind of like, let's just go and see.
And we're thinking we're going to see big booty, you know what I mean? We're going to see flappy, you know, bam, you know. Travis Southern when we walked into, you know. We didn't walk into bam. We walked into
I took those videos down because I was a teacher, but hey, now I'm not. I might just go ahead and repost the stripper video. People enjoyed it because my first stripper experience was traumatic. It's traumatic. I don't know how men do it. I don't know how anybody looks at somebody just take off their clothes. I mean, I'm not going to do it now because I'm really just trying to get in heaven. But the 2 times that I've seen strippers, I was just disgusted. Just disgusted. It was terrible.
This chick had the nerve, gall, and audacity to turn around. I'm not gonna do it. She was turned around, looking at me in my soul, like staring into my soul like a succubus. And she was sticking her finger in and out of her.
Terrible. I might go ahead and link that video down in the description. So go check that out if it's down there. We'll see. But if it's down there, go check it out. But oh God, it was terrible. I feel disgusting. I feel dirty just thinking about it. So that was number 2. Number 3 is, what is your purpose for being a YouTuber? I don't have no purpose. I just like to talk. I like to talk, like to interact, like to tell funny stories and stuff like that. That's all it was. Yeah. Maybe if I had a better intention, things would be going a little bit differently. Who knows? Do you have any studies? I guess that means, like, did you go to school? So high school, I went to, I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I went to Philip O'Berry Academy of Technology. I graduated with a regular a high school diploma as well as an information technology diploma in computer programming, which means I could have went on to pursue that in college and had already done some of those classes and, you know, been ahead of the game. But for, you know, whatever reason, I decided I was just going to be a teacher. So I studied that in high school. In college, I studied art education. Like I said, I went to Winston-Salem State University. I was in the band. I played tenor saxophone my freshman year in college. And then in the spring semester of my freshman year, I said, I'm going to try out for drum major. And that's what I did. I tried out for drum major and I made it. And I was a drum major for my sophomore and my junior year. But I stuck with art education the whole time, finished in 4 years, and then couldn't find a job as an art teacher. And the only reason why I got my first job as an art teacher was because somebody died, you know. So, hey, thank God, kind of. Who knows? But yeah, and then I went back to school. I graduated college in 2010. I went back to school in 2012 to get my master's in school administration. They called it executive leadership so that we could have an opportunity to market ourselves. Because, I mean, teachers are kind of like we're very good at what we do. And what we do does not just apply to education. It can apply to the workplace, you know, in the corporate space as well. But so our program was called executive leadership, but we came out with our principal's license. So not only am I licensed to be a teacher, an art teacher, I'm licensed to be a principal. Could y'all imagine me being a principal of somebody's school? It'd be a great school, I'll tell you that much. Do you hope to get famous in the future? Honestly, there was a time when I did want fame. I did want that. But now, seeing how society is, especially the whole aspect of social media, which was not a thing when I started YouTube, I don't want to be famous at all. I actually enjoy going down to the Harris Teeter and nobody know who I am. I enjoy that. That is nice to be able to go in there and look at random products without somebody staring at you to ask you a bunch of questions. So I don't want to be famous at all. You know, if it comes from this or the stuff I do on the side, I'll deal with that bridge when I get to it. But that's not a desire of mine anymore. You know, it used to be. Honestly, it used to be. And I think it's just because it looked fun. But then as you get older, you realize the sacrifices you have to make, and I'm not interested. What is the main topic of your channel? My topics have been a little bit of everything. I know a lot of y'all have found me from Married at First Sight over the past years. I will always stand on it that I was one of the first YouTubers to really review Married at First Sight all the way back to like season 2 or 3. I started reviewing Married at First Sight, and I was one of those first ones. And then everybody and their mama started reviewing Married at First Sight, and it just got oversaturated with people all reviewing it, along with the show, you know, just going downhill. But that is how the majority, I think, of y'all found me, was through a Married at First Sight review. So, you know, appreciate y'all. Who is your favorite celebrity? I don't have a favorite celebrity. I don't really believe in celebrityisms. I mean, celebrities are normal people. I don't really have a particular celebrity that I'm like in awe of or anything like that. So I don't have a favorite celebrity. How many countries have you been to? I have not been out of the United States of America. I haven't been out of the United States of America. And that, along with the being famous thing, there was a time in my life when I wanted to see the world, when I wanted to go to different continents and all that. That's changed. I'm okay in North Carolina. I'm okay. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. I mean, I do want to go to Africa one day. But the state of the world, I'm good. I'm good. I think there's a certain subset of people who enjoy traveling, who enjoy seeing the world. That's not me. I'm perfectly comfortable living my regular life in my regular house with my regular family, just being regular. I don't need to like keep up and be like, oh, I went to this place and I went to, no, I go to Disney World, I go to Disneyland, and I'm good. I don't need any of that extra stuff. All that, you know, I don't need the experience. I don't desire that anymore, to go and see the world. I want to go to Paris, but no more. It's like, for what? I'm going to see a building. I don't really care to go see buildings. I can go see buildings around North Carolina. Plenty of buildings I have not seen. So yeah, I don't really have any countries that I want to visit. I'm starting to sound real boring, but hey, I'm a dad now. All right, which sport do you like most? I don't watch sports either. You know, that's what set me apart from a lot of guys. I don't watch sports. I think sports are dumb. I'm not entertained by sports. I don't understand the purpose. We're just sitting around watching a bunch of guys play with balls. That's all it is. I'm watching you play with a ball. That is legit all sports are. And I don't get the appeal. I don't get the entertainment value. It does nothing for me at all. I will go to a sporting event in person if I get tickets for free, but I am not paying to go see an orange ball being bounced around, a brown ball being thrown, a high yellow ball, a highlighter yellow ball being hit with a racket. I'm not paying my money to go see that. No, sports don't interest me. And the last question in this one is which movie did you watch last? The last movie that I watched was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. And it was thoroughly entertaining. We watched it as a family Saturday night. It came on Nick Jr. I think it was Nick Jr. or Nickelodeon, one of those two. And yeah, we watched that. Yeah. My life has changed a lot since I obviously joined YouTube. You know, back when I joined, I was a drum major. And that came with that was a whole thing. And I was in college trying to figure out who I was. But now I really enjoy as a 35-year-old black man in America. I just enjoy being low key. I just enjoy just chilling, not doing much. The club scene obviously has changed since COVID, but I have no desire to go clubbing. I love dancing though. I would love if there was a place where I can just go dance, but I don't really desire to go out. It's just unsafe. I guess, I'm just becoming one of those people like, oh my gosh, the world is crazy. The world is, it's not safe. It's not safe. Stay inside. I think I'm becoming a little bit of that, and that's okay. But yeah, we just chill around here. We just chill. We have a good time inside the house. I'm going to do my best to get some family vlogs done. I know that's one thing a lot of people have said they wanted to see was family vlogs, but I'm going to try. I'm trying to plan a trip for us later on this year that I'm trying to plan for and pay for all by myself, because I want to be able to, I want to be that kind of dad to be like, I paid for us to go to yada, yada, yada. So I got that in the works to go somewhere. And I believe that if we go, I believe that when we go, I'm going to vlog the whole thing, if I can remember. Because I like to be in the moment. I don't understand how people vlog, because I literally want to be in the moment and not have to worry about holding my phone or a camera or anything like that. But yeah. I really do for real appreciate everybody that watches my videos and everybody that engages. Y'all have been talking up a storm about Married at First Sight, and it's hard for me to keep up and even be in the conversations because there's been so much going on. But I really do appreciate y'all for watching my videos. I really, really do. It means a lot. Please leave down in the comments. I ask this all the time and I get kind of the same answers. So now I'm going to really take the time to really marinate over the answers. Leave that in the comments, the kind of videos you would want to see. Whether it's a review, whether it's a advice type video, whether it's a video talking about what's going on in certain things regarding the world. I'm not a politics person. I'm not going to touch that at all. But I do want to take the channel in a different, really get into the channel now that I have time. But I need to know, what is it that y'all want to see? I know vlogs. I know family vlogs is one thing people want to see. You ain't got to tell me. You can still tell me, but I already know. But yeah, ScatterBrains, 10,000 of y'all, 10,000 plus of y'all. It's like 10,019. Let's go on and get up to 15 and then 20 and 25 all the way up to 100,000. I think we can do it, but I know there has to be a lot of consistency on my end in order for that to happen. But yeah, I'm Travis, and welcome to ScatterBrains. Y'all have a good rest of the day and a good rest of this week, all right? Talk to y'all later. Y'all hear my stomach? I am hungry. I want to get the camera, pick that up. Let me go find some food.